Hello, Lima family. It's Thursday, April 16th. Who's going to be first online today? Let's see. Got one person on Facebook. Got one person on YouTube. Let's see. Who do we got? Let's see who's coming in to check us out today. Who's going to chime in? Is it going to be Philip or is it going to be Fed? What's up, Dana? Dana Fisher, all the way from Florida. Hey, Dana, check out the shirt I'm wearing. I'm representing your state today. I need a CMA shirt. Send me a CMA shirt so I can rep you guys. I know you have Lima shirts. You can rep us. All right, guys. Well, I'm just checking in. Want to see how everybody's doing today. I'm going to keep today's chat a little bit shorter. Let's see. We got sent by Ved is in the house. The Ultra Beast is here. Good job. All right, Dana. I'm holding you to it. Hook me up. I want a shirt. I'm about to show this to Seth Petrozelli. Now I'm repping him up here in PA. Sent by Sarah. What's happening, kiddo? Greer, how you doing? So, guys, what I want to talk to you guys about today is a discussion we've actually been having a lot at the family, at the house. And I've had some people message me and asking me my thoughts on it. And so I'm going to kind of start it this way. What's up, Bernards? Somebody posted something yesterday, and I chimed in. A good friend of mine, Mike Evans, posted a question. He's having a civil debate in his house about, what are screen time restrictions and what are, what kind of structure are we holding the kids to during this time? And, I responded, I said, we have to keep in mind that kids are dealing with a lot of the same stresses and dealing with other stresses that we're not even aware of necessarily. So we have stress in our lives, what's going to happen with the economy, what's happening with jobs, how are we getting groceries? Do we have a mask to go get groceries? We have a lot of stuff. How are we running leading edge? Stress. But we often forget about the stress that our families are going through, our young children are going through, and what they're dealing with, that they haven't seen their friends in a month. Their spring sports seasons have been cut short or shut off. They're dealing with all this withdrawal from being able to partake in training on the mat with their classmates. Some of them have had birthdays come and go and they didn't get to have parties. Some of them had black belt graduations and they didn't get to have a graduation ceremony. So it's kind of crazy and they're dealing with a lot of stress. So my answer was pretty simple. Normally we're loose, but we do have a structure that we follow at our house. As far as screen time, I use the Apple screen time limitations and stuff like that typically. But right now, our policy in our home has been a lot looser. We basically say, guys, if you get up, you take your vitamins, you shower at least once a day, you brush your teeth twice a day, you get your schoolwork done, and you do it with quality schoolwork, not schoolwork just getting it done, but quality schoolwork. And then you go outside and you get a half an hour to 45 minutes of outside exercise if the weather permits, or find something active to do inside. What's up, Mr. Kevin? How you doing? Look, I'm repping a fellow school or a friend's school today. I need a Revolution t-shirt so I can rep you on here. All right, so let's get one sent down, sir. I'll send you the same. Anyway, so again, back to my point. I'm a lot looser right now with our requirements or with our limitations because we want these kids to be able to de-stress. So yeah, we're unfortunately allowing them a little bit more screen time than we usually would, letting them stay up a little bit later than they would, because in a lot of ways, this is their way to take their mind off the world that we're in right now. It's their way to take their mind off the fact that they can't see their friends, that their sports seasons are gone. Anybody that knows me knows my kids are avid lacrosse players. Joshi Lucas lost his junior year. Bailey was on a loaded lacrosse team, and he lost that team that would have easily run for a championship. And, there's a lot of stresses that they're going through, and we have to be cognizant of that. We have a lot on our shoulders. Us adults, Feel me. I feel you. We got a lot of weight on our shoulders. How are we going to pay the mortgage? How are we going to pay the rent? How are we going to work from home? How are we keeping our martial arts schools running? We have our stresses, but this is impacting our kids too. And we have to be a little bit more lenient, loosen the reins. Now, here's the key word though. Everything has to be in moderation. So yeah, our basic rules are shoot. I want you to guys shoot you have to shower twice or every day, brush your teeth every day, 3 square meals a day, get your homework and your schoolwork done properly, get outside or inside and get some exercise, do something that's not related to a device. If you do all those things, then you know what? Now you have some freedom. If you want to hide in your game, and typically we give you a half an hour or an hour of video gaming a day. If you get 2 today, if you get 3 today, you know what? It's your socialization time. It's your de-stress time. We get it. Now, how does that affect the rest of us? Not just with children, but as adults. I mean, and everybody. Our snacking has to be in moderation. Do it within control. Do it within reason. Don't do it in obnoxious amounts. Okay? We want to, make sure that everything we're doing in moderation. We're not watching too many movies. We're not watching too much TV. We're not spending too much time glued to our phones. We're not spending too much time eating and snacking and binging. Everything's got to be done in moderation. Everything. So that's the key, is doing things in moderation and not in excess. So yes, I'm a little bit more lenient on the devices these days. I got to give them the ability to get that stress out. And in a lot of ways, the only social interaction these guys are going to get. I mean, I know Bailey plays Fortnite every day with his buddies, and they talk like they're sitting next door to each other. They're talking like they're sitting on the same couch. So it's great because they actually get to have that conversation, that interaction. It's not the same as training together on the mat. It's not the same as throwing a lacrosse ball around, but it's interaction. And for us adults, if you're going through social withdrawal, you're missing your friends, you're missing your adult training partners, do what I did this weekend. I set up a house party for all my friends from Florida. Okay. And it was great. We had a house party with my Florida friends who it was like we hadn't missed each other. We were sitting there just talking, catching up on the family. Okay. Maybe you do it with your coworkers, those coworkers that we see on a regular basis. Maybe we do it with, with our friends from the neighborhood. We have lots of great friends in the neighborhood that we like to get together, especially when the weather gets nice and sit around a fire. We have house parties, So guys, we have to, in this new world, in this new norm, we have to learn how to adjust. So we're doing everything in moderation. We're adjusting. We're modifying our daily schedules, our normal lives, and we're living in a new norm. Okay, guys. So I want you to train. I want you to do your homework. I want you to do your schoolwork. Adults that are working from home, turn off the distractions. Turn off the TV. Don't get up and wander to a puzzle. Get your work done. And then with your free time, it's okay to de-stress. I know a lot of times we'll think, man, in a normal world, sitting and watching 2 hours of TV or sitting there and playing video games for 2 hours, we would think excessive. But not in today's world where we can't go out and socialize, where we can't hang out with our friends, where we can't. One of Senpai Bailey's friends, we plays a lot of sports with his best friend, one of his best friends in school. Talk to him about, man, they miss working out and getting ready for summer sports, and they can't do it. So it's okay. You can do things in your yards. You can go to the parks, Grange Park. We go to Grange Park by ourselves and work out. But at the same time, guys, you got to keep your social distancing. Do what you can to get your exercise. And then to de-stress, it's okay to loosen the reins on the requirements. All right, guys, that's as long as you do it in moderation. Don't be obsessive. You don't need to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing Fortnite every night. We don't need to sit down and empty a quart or a pint of ice cream in an evening. Okay? We just have to do everything in moderation. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Again, shout out to Seth Petrozelli, the Jungle in Orlando. Big shout out to him. Hey guys, listen, if you send me your shirts and I do these daily messages, I will give all of your schools shout outs. I am happy to do it. I'll wear your school. I'll wear NutriBio. I'll wear my friends' businesses. I want to give everybody shout outs. By the way, guys, one more thing I want to talk about real quick. So I've been cooking. I cook more than anybody else in the family. I cook. So I've been cooking a lot. But at the same time, I'm remembering my good friends that own local restaurants and bars. So I am absolutely in moderation ordering takeout every week, 1 or 2 nights a week. Even though I have food here I could cook, we're supporting a local business. So in moderation, we're reaching out. Guys, remember, we're a month into this thing. We've got to support each other. Thank you guys for being Lima Strong. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate your non-quitting spirits. I appreciate you. Keep it up, and we'll see you online tomorrow. Oos.